Good evening, I'm Roger, and welcome to NFL Trending. Tonight, we dive into one of the most electrifying storylines in college football, a Heisman race that's capturing national attention. The spotlight is firmly on two quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Both are making waves with incredible performances, jaw-dropping highlights, and leadership that has their teams dreaming big. The rivalry between Gabriel and Sanders is heating up, and the college football world can't stop talking about it. Let's set the stage. The Heisman Trophy, the most prestigious individual award in college football, represents excellence, consistency, and leadership. Winning it isn't just about stats. It's about capturing the hearts and minds of voters with unforgettable moments and season-defining performances. And this season, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are putting together resumes that demand serious consideration. First, Dillon Gabriel. After transferring to the University of Oklahoma, Gabriel has revitalized the Sooners' offense. Known for his quick release, accuracy, and ability to make plays under pressure, Gabriel has given Oklahoma fans reason to believe that this team can return to national prominence. His numbers are eye-popping. Multiple games with over 300 passing yards, touchdowns both through the air and on the ground, and a level of consistency that coaches dream of. Gabriel's leadership has not gone unnoticed either. He's calm in the pocket, decisive with his reads, and unafraid to take risks when the game is on the line. What sets Gabriel apart is his experience. Unlike many of his competitors, Gabriel has logged years of starting experience, first at UCF and now at Oklahoma. That maturity shows on the field. He's not rattled by hostile environments, and he understands how to pace an offense. The Sooners' resurgence this season can be directly linked to Gabriel's steady hand and explosive playmaking. In a Heisman race often dominated by hype, Gabriel is proving substance matters. On the other side of this rivalry stands Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback who has redefined expectations at the University of Colorado. Under the guidance of his father, head coach Deion, Coach Prime Sanders, Shedeur has become the face of Colorado football and one of the most talked-about players in the country. His journey from Jackson State to Colorado was heavily scrutinized, but he has silenced critics with his poise, accuracy, and fearlessness against elite competition. Sanders' play style is built on patience and precision. He doesn't force throws, yet he makes big-time plays when his team needs them most. His pocket awareness is advanced for his age, and his ability to extend plays with his legs keeps defenses guessing. But beyond the numbers, it's Sanders' composure in clutch moments that has elevated his candidacy. Time and again, he has engineered late-game drives, proving he thrives under pressure. The media buzz surrounding Shedeur Sanders is unlike anything we've seen in recent memory. With his father's charisma fueling the program's rise, Shedeur has become a cultural figure, bridging sports, entertainment, and even fashion. His Heisman push isn't just about statistics, it's about narrative. And in the Heisman race, narrative often matters just as much as numbers. Sanders embodies the story of a program reborn, of a quarterback defying expectations, and of a young man stepping into the brightest of spotlights without flinching. So how do Gabriel and Sanders compare head-to-head? Statistically, both are producing at elite levels. Gabriel brings a higher completion percentage, while Sanders delivers more clutch-time heroics. Gabriel's advantage lies in his experience and ability to carve up defenses with surgical efficiency. Sanders' strength is his charisma and leadership, with performances that elevate not just his game, but his entire program's profile. This rivalry isn't just about two players, it's also about two very different programs and cultures colliding. Oklahoma, a traditional powerhouse with a history of Heisman winners, represents established dominance. Colorado, on the other hand, is the underdog story, powered by Deion Sanders' revolutionary approach to building a program. The clash of tradition versus innovation adds another layer to the rivalry. Fans aren't just debating Gabriel versus Sanders. They're debating old-school powerhouses versus new-age swagger. The Heisman race is rarely decided early, and both quarterbacks face crucial tests ahead. For Dillon Gabriel, the Big 12 schedule will determine whether Oklahoma can maintain its momentum. Showdowns against rivals like Texas, Oklahoma State, and Kansas State will give Gabriel the chance to prove himself against quality competition. If he delivers signature wins with dominant performances, his Heisman stock will soar. For Shedeur Sanders, the Pac-12 gauntlet awaits. Facing elite defenses like Oregon, USC, and Washington will test his resolve and consistency. Critics question whether Colorado can sustain its hot start, but if Shedeur continues to post gaudy numbers while leading his team to upsets, he'll not only stay in the Heisman conversation, but could potentially take the lead. Another factor to consider is visibility. Media exposure plays a huge role in Heisman voting, and Shedeur Sanders undeniably has the spotlight. National broadcasts, social media buzz, and the primetime effect guarantee that every move Shedeur makes will be magnified. Dillon Gabriel, while respected, doesn't command the same cultural spotlight. That means he must let his play do all the talking, week after week, without room for error. But make no mistake, both quarterbacks have captivated fans for different reasons. Gabriel is the model of consistency, a proven leader driving his team toward championship contention. Sanders is the headline maker, a quarterback who has already transformed a struggling program into a national story. Their rivalry highlights the many dimensions of the Heisman Trophy: excellence on the field, resilience under pressure, and the ability to capture imaginations. Zooming out, the Heisman conversation also reminds us how the quarterback position continues to dominate college football. Year after year, quarterbacks are at the center of the race, and this season is no different. But the unique clash between Gabriel and Sanders shows the diversity of paths to greatness. One comes from experience and refinement, the other from charisma and cultural momentum. Both paths are valid, and both are worth celebrating. As the season unfolds, fans should expect twists and turns. Injuries, upsets, and unexpected performances could shift the landscape at any moment. But right now, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders stand as the frontrunners in a Heisman race that feels bigger than just football. It's about legacy, identity, and the changing face of college athletics. In conclusion, the Dillon Gabriel versus Shedeur Sanders rivalry is exactly what makes college football so compelling. It's the clash of proven experience against rising stardom, the battle of tradition versus reinvention, and the race for one of the sport's greatest honors. No matter who ultimately hoists the Heisman Trophy, this rivalry has already given fans unforgettable moments and a season worth remembering. And that wraps up tonight's feature on NFL Trending. I'm Roger. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and stories that define the future of football.